All right, welcome back. In today's video, I want to talk about the 4 ways to make your offer stronger. So when you're out there making offers, there's only 4 ways, really 4 ways that can affect the strength of your offer. Now, when I say strength of your offer, what I'm talking about is usually on a good deal, a hot deal, depending on how aggressively it came out for sale or it's listed, there may be competition. Oftentimes there's a lot of competition, other people going after the same deal. Well, there's a way that you can beat out your competition and make your offer better than the other offers without having to compromise on your price. And let's talk about those. First one is obviously cash. If you're making a cash offer, you're going to be miles ahead of the other offers that are based on financing contingency. In other words, if someone else is making an offer and their offer is contingent on qualifying for financing to buy that property, then if you are an all-cash offer, that makes your offer much, much stronger. In fact, I've seen where I've been able to buy a property for $20,000 to $30,000 below other offers that are contingent upon financing just because I was cash. Now think about it, why is that? If you're the seller and somebody's a cash buyer, then you don't have to worry about that buyer maybe not qualifying for financing. It's a much stronger offer to be cash. So what do you have to do? You got to have funding in place, private investor or a funding source that can back your offer and allow you to be that cash investor, a cash buyer. Okay, second one, EMD. EMD stands for earnest money deposit. So with most offers, a seller is going to require that you put down some sort of an earnest money deposit. Now, I teach a lot of strategies where you don't put any earnest money down and how to do that. But if you want to make your offer stronger, then what you do is you put down a bigger earnest money deposit. For example, most people put down $500, maybe $1,000. If you put down a bigger number, say $5,000 or $10,000, then now you come across really strong. Your offer is so much stronger because you're telling the seller, look, I'm willing to put down a big chunk of earnest money. It lets that seller know that you're serious. Again, I'm going to give you my disclaimer here in a minute when I go through these 4, but that's another way. You don't have to do that. I'm giving you a way that you can make your offer stronger than other offers. All things being equal, if 2 people offer cash $100,000, but you have a bigger earnest money, your offer is going to be better. Okay, third way is your inspection contingency. Now, a lot of times, I'm a real big advocate of having an inspection contingency. What that means is you can put it down for 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 10 days, you can put it down for whatever you want. What that means is if you have an inspection contingency, it's basically a way out, right? I mean, it's good to have in some situations. What I'm talking about here is how to make your offer stronger. If you don't have an inspection contingency, what you're telling the seller is, I'm confident, I've run my numbers, I want to buy this property, and I don't need an inspection. Again, I'm going to give you my disclaimer in a minute because be careful when you waive your inspection contingency, but by not having it, it makes your offer stronger. Okay, and the fourth one is your closing. The quicker you close, the better your offer. Now, I like to put a 30-day closing, that's typically what I do, but if I really want a property and I'm really going after it aggressively and I want my offer to be stronger, I'll make my closing 10 days, 5 days. Sometimes I'll say, as soon as title or escrow is ready, we'll close. I'm that certain, I'm that ready to go. So those are it. Those are the 4 things. Cash, bigger earnest money, no inspection, quicker closing. Here's my disclaimer. Don't do this unless you are absolutely 100% confident in your number and buying that property. So, I never do this if I'm doing a sight unseen offer or I want to verify my numbers, or I want to do more due diligence. I'll have an inspection. If I don't have the funding totally lined up, I'll do a 30-day closing. That gives me time to get my funding together. I'm usually always cash because I like buying cash. Earnest money, I don't always do that, but there's been situations where I've come in all cash, $10,000 earnest money, no inspection, close right away, and I've gotten that deal. I beat out the other 10 people also going after that same deal. So if you've got those things in place, remember, this won't work if you're in one of my Finder programs because I require some of that for my due diligence and for me to have time to close. But if you're out there doing your own deals, you've got capital behind you, and you're confident in your numbers, you're confident in the deal, this is a great way. These are the 4 ways that you can increase the strength of your offer and get more deals. This is Jerry Norton, and I'll see you next time.